If you feel like you've been stuck in a rut, like you're not the man that you're supposed to be right now, you're living this inauthentic self, you're not the only one. And I want you to ask yourself a true question. Seriously introspect deep within yourself. You've already tried to quit that bad habit 10 times, 100 times, 1,000 times. And then today you tell yourself, I'm not going to watch porn. I'm not going to smoke that weed. I'm not going to touch that bottle. But what the fuck do you end up doing literally the next day? You end up doing it again, and you feel even more darkness brewing inside of you. And I want you to tell yourself this, and I want you to ask yourself this. I've already been down that road 1,000 times. I've already done this bad habit 1,000 times, and I know where it leads every single time. You know the outcome. You know that when you jack off again, when you watch that porn, exactly what's going to happen. And you know it deep within your heart where that road leads to. Even with the smoking weed, the alcohol, the cigarettes, the vaping. You know the outcome. You know how you're going to feel after you do it, too, which is terrible. And deep within your heart, you know why you feel like shit? You know why you're depressed? Why you have a lack of purpose? Why you don't feel like you have that fire within you? It's because you're living in inauthentic reality. You're not being the man that you're supposed to be. And you're not living the way that you're supposed to live. And you know it, and you're doing it to yourself. There's a saying that you are your own worst enemy. What does this really mean? Have you ever asked yourself what this means? Most of the time when we fuck up our life, it's not even our enemies. It's not even the people that hate us. It's not even the people that want to see our downfall that fuck us up. 95% of the time, it's literally you doing it to yourself. You're the one putting yourself into a worse spot, and you know it. You're the one who keeps breaking promises to yourself. You make all these promises to other people. You help people out. You try your best to be a good person, to be respectful, to hold up your end of the bargain, to keep your word as a good man. But you break promises to yourself all the time, and you treat yourself like shit. And that's why every time you spark up, every time you drink up, every time you open up freaking Cornhub, you're breaking a promise to yourself, and you know it. And that's why you feel like shit. It's because you're living in a lie. Stop lying to yourself. Be honest and just fucking say it. I'm a smoker, I'm a drinker, I'm a fapper. Get it out the way. Accept it. Accept who the fuck you are. And accept that you got to do something to change that. Stop coping. Stop saying, oh, I'm going to smoke tomorrow and then I'm going to quit. Or I'm going to smoke, at that party or whatever. Or I'm going to do it, after my birthday, after New Year's. Bro, New Year's has already passed. How much progress have you made? It's been already over a couple months since New Year's. How far have you made it in your New Year's resolution? I'll put money on it that you've already broken your vows to yourself weeks ago, probably almost a month ago. I'll put money that you didn't even last a week or two. When I was trying to quit weed, it was one of the hardest things in the world. And I mean that. That was one of the hardest addictions to break. It was so difficult because that was my coping strategy. I ended up falling in love with it. And you're probably the same way with your vice. After a long day of going through life's bullshit, after a long day of dealing with all that stress, you feel like you need something to take the edge off, something to take your mind away from all the bullshit for a moment. Whether it's alcohol, weed, video games, doom scrolling, porn, women, and you know it's bad for you, and your time is running out, guys. I'm here to tell you that I'm not going to sugarcoat it. You don't have all the time in the world, and you're not going to miraculously wake up tomorrow and suddenly not have that craving. That craving's going to be there, and it's going to be tough. There's going to be withdrawals. Accept that there's going to be withdrawals. Accept that you're going to feel like shit. Don't cope. This is exactly what you need to do to actually quit in the first place. You need to accept that there's going to be pain involved in the process. But here's the thing, you're already living through pain right now, being addicted. Addiction is pain. You feel the pain. You feel the pain of addiction. You feel the pain of regret. Breaking those promises to yourself every single time you spark up. And you know it. And you know that you can't be 100% the best version of yourself because you're lying to yourself. I'm here to tell you right now that once you start living in line with your true authenticity, life becomes so much better. You feel so much better about the man you are. Like, look into my eyes right now, guys. This is the eyes of someone who's living in line with themselves. And I want you to open your eyes and choose a path for once in your life. Choose the other path. Stop going in the same cycle over and over and over. You're going down the same road over and over and over, right? Every time you have a choice, you know that you have a choice. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. When you're walking down the road, there's a fork in the road. And one path leads to doing that bad habit that you've been struggling with, to doing that thing that you're not supposed to do. And the other path is staying away from that shit. Saying no to it. But what the fuck do you keep doing? You keep taking the path of continuing that bad habit, and you know where the fuck that road leads. And you're just going in a fucking loop over and over again. You're literally going down a path that's leading to the same road. You're doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. That's the definition of insanity. So for once in your fucking life, take the other road that you haven't been on and fucking stick to it. I know it's scary because you don't know that road. It's uncomfortable. You're gonna feel like shit. You don't know where that road exactly leads. You're scared. Stop self-sabotaging yourself. Stop lying to yourself. Go down the other path. That's how you're gonna get different results. And it's not all manifestation. You gotta take action. You can't just watch fucking self-improvement videos like this one and not take action. You can watch this video and feel good about it and say, yeah, I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna quit. No, dude. Quit right fucking now. Be ready to quit. Stop living life in black and white and start living in fucking full color. Because I'll tell you right now, guys, when you're in these fucking addictions and you're not living the right way, when you know you ain't doing the right things and every single day is passing you by, you're getting older and older, you're fucking looking worse and worse, you know that you're not reaching your full potential, you know you're not being the man that you're supposed to be, you're literally living life in black and white. When you could be living life in full color, in the full spectrum, feeling everything how it's supposed to feel, being the man that you're supposed to be. That's why you lack confidence. You know what confidence comes with? When you put in the absolute amount of work, you can talk confident. You're not faking it. You're not. And I can say this with full confidence because I know I'm doing the things that I'm supposed to fucking do. In the past, when I was messing around, when I was like in a rut or some shit, I found it really hard to make one of these videos because I knew that I was lying. I knew that I would be lying to the camera. I knew that I was lying to myself. And I knew for a fact that I wasn't, living what I was preaching, essentially. And that's why you can't do the things that you need to do. Because you know that these things are the right things to do, but you're not fucking doing it. Practice what you preach. And just fucking do it, guys. The grass is greener on the other side. It is. It is so much better. I'm telling you right now. You need to weather those withdrawals. And that's part of being a man, is putting up with shit and putting up with pain. You don't need a crutch. You don't need these fucking addictions to get you through the day. You don't need it to have fun. I'm telling you right now, guys, you don't need substances to have fun. You don't need alcohol to have fun. You don't need fucking weed to chill out. Eliminate all these fucking self-limiting beliefs. Okay? And please, be honest with yourself and accept that you have an issue and that it's time to change. And that you need to make that change right now. Put it into action. Okay? And if you guys need help, I have a link down in the comments. If you need me to tell it to you straight to your face and hear it from someone else, tell me what the fuck you're struggling with. Sometimes you need to hear it from someone else to tell you that you're fucking up. You may need to hear that you're fucking up your life. No cap. If you're still doing these things, if you haven't improved, if you know you're doing this shit that's bad, be honest with yourselves, and I'm going to tell you right now, you're fucking your life up. You don't want to end up a fuck up. You don't want to end up a burnout. I see them every fucking day. We all have that uncle, that cousin, that friend that never fucking learned, that never actually improved, that just kept doing the same shit over and over again, and look where the fuck they ended up. And you wonder, these are people that were good people. Some of these people are good people, but they just could not break that addiction. They could not break that bad habit. And they lived their whole life like that. And they're living, dude, they're going to be forgotten. They're done. They're always going to be remembered as the fucking fuck up that couldn't get their shit together. It's time for you to get your shit together for yourself, for your family, for your future. Become the man that you want to look up to. All right, guys. Book a call with me down below. We're going to get your life back on track. I'm going to hold you accountable. And we're going to figure this shit out, okay? Book the call. Subscribe. Like the channel. Leave a comment. This is Dark Warrior. Peace.